Hi, everyone. Our cloud-delivered security services are the industry standard for threat protection. You know us for our ability to consistently stop never-before-seen advanced attacks across your entire network in real time. But attackers continue to actively hunt for new gaps in your defenses. Together with our Unit 42 threat researchers, we've uncovered a worrying trend. Attackers are leveraging atypical traffic to circumvent standard defenses in two distinct ways. First, let's look at inbound threats. Attackers are weaponizing automation and proxy networks to conduct massive internet-scale scanning, brute force attacks, and exploitation. Instead of launching attacks from known, easily blocked malicious data centers, they're hiding their traffic behind legitimate consumer connections. The scale of this is immense. A recent Wall Street Journal investigation exposed a cyber campaign that weaponized over 750,000 household routers and smart devices. By blending in with this home traffic, attackers slipped past perimeter defenses to get inside and move laterally across networks. At the same time, attackers are becoming far more evasive in their command and control activities. They're bypassing DNS infrastructure entirely by initiating direct-to-IP connections straight from compromised endpoints. By cutting out domains and URLs, attackers circumvent outbound inspections completely. To put a number on this, our own Unit 42 threat intel team found that a staggering 23% of all connections made by malware are now connecting directly to IP addresses. In a separate Unit 42 study, we even saw an OpenClaw agent tricked into connecting direct to IP to download a malicious payload. This allowed the attacker to quietly slip inside and steal sensitive data. This brings us to a critical realization. When attackers use evasive tactics, like going direct to IP addresses or hijacking residential proxies, they circumvent existing threat defenses that rely on URLs or domains. To stop this, we must evolve network threat protection. This requires proactively denying access at the network layer by blocking attacker infrastructure outright. While blocking attacker infrastructure is absolutely the right goal, current approaches to doing it have struggled to keep up. Reputation feeds have been a mainstay of network security for a long time, but they have three critical shortcomings that make them ineffective against modern threats. First, they're just too slow. It takes an average 20 days for a threat to show up on a feed post-detection. Furthermore, because they're often locally enforced on a hardware device, they're restricted by the capacity of that specific box. Second, they drain your team's resources by requiring heavy manual analysis. Because these lists go stale almost immediately as attackers rotate their infrastructure, security teams have to chase down false positives, further stretching their bandwidth. Third, feeds lack context. Because they are flatless, they don't give you the intelligence required to act with confidence. Consequently, you're either putting them all on a block list, which risks breaking business-critical operations, or you set them to alert and overwhelm your security operations. To stop these highly evasive tactics and move past the legacy limits of feeds, we are proud to introduce Advanced IP Defense. Built on the real-time cloud-scale foundation of our threat protection suite, it extends precision AI directly to the network layer. This allows you to block attacker internet infrastructure before it ever touches your environment. We protect your network through three foundational pillars. First, real-time intelligence. We leverage global telemetry from over 80,000 customers to block malicious infrastructure inline across the entire attack lifecycle. Our researchers are tracking these threats 24/7 so your team doesn't have to. Second, zero trust IP. We aren't looking just at an IP's past reputation. We are verifying the intent of the connection itself. By ensuring every network connection maps to a valid DNS resolution, we are providing a critical guardrail against direct-to-IP evasions. Finally, we provide powerful context. We continuously monitor every connection using over 40 distinct security attributes. This allows you to proactively shrink your attack surface and block high-risk traffic from bad neighborhoods with total confidence. I will leave you with one last thought. When our researchers analyzed these emerging trends, we found that 2 out of every 3 customers experienced malicious activities entirely preventable at network layer. Advanced IP defense extends our threat protection portfolio to close this exact gap, enabling you to proactively block attacker infrastructure outright. Thank you.